Hi Maple Ridge, this is Craig Ruthven. I'm running for mayor, and I just spoiled a perfect recording session, so I'm going to try this all over again. The reason that I'm running for mayor is because, well, there's a couple of reasons actually. We live in an amazing town, but I think that we need to approach some of our issues a little bit differently, and as someone running for mayor, I'm able to promote people for council, some fresh faces with some fresh ideas. So what would I like to see for Maple Ridge? Let's start with the suburbs. You see an area where they're developing the houses and they're just clearing off the lots, which is fine. That's what you have to do. It's really cost effective to do that. What I'd like to see is, let's put back the natural trees, the Douglas fir, the hemlock, the ferns. Make it like North Burnaby. They had a policy decades ago where you would replace the trees, the plants, with the natural indigenous ones, and look at the difference that it makes. It makes it look amazing. The other thing that I'd like to see is the building of complete communities. You look at a lot of communities in Albion, communities in the Kanaka area, in Rockridge, in Silver Valley. All we have are houses. And we need to see more parks, we need to see more local shopping. I know it's difficult to do this, but we have to be committed to this. I'm from the suburbs, I understand these issues. I want to drive them home to make sure that they happen so that people come home and it feels like home. A lot of people are telling me it doesn't quite feel like home yet. Well, that's just not good enough. Something else that I'd like to do is make this town more business friendly. So many people are telling us that it's difficult to do business with Maple Ridge because they're having issues with the planning department. It takes a long time to do renovations. It's hard to set up a business. When so many people are telling us that there are issues, it's time for us to respond. So I'm proposing that we bring in an independent group that will look at our policies and procedures and the functioning of the planning department and make sure that it's running tickety-boo, so people are going to want to do business in Maple Ridge. That way, when all the interest comes and the opportunity comes, we'll be ready for it. Something else that we need to do, let's do something other than build houses to pay for our tax bills. Right now, 92% of our tax base is based on residential taxes. We need to grow jobs, particularly the industry, which is one of the reasons I'm in favor of developing the Albion Flats. And a lot of people think that it's big box shopping or that it has to be soulless big box shopping. I totally disagree. I don't know if you ever read the newspaper, but I'm the guy that came up with this concept, which is kind of like a knockoff on a Whistler Village. You'll see that there's shops all put towards the middle, pushed towards the middle of the diagram, and this whole area here, the hasher marked area, is all pedestrian only. It's very people friendly. They can walk around, they can linger, they can spend time in the coffee shops. There's 2 stories here, so it feels kind of like a village. It's got covered walkways where people can, browse, window shop, whether it's raining or snowing or whatever, it doesn't matter. And the parking is on the outside. This is a human environment, an environment where people are going to feel comfortable and they're going to want to spend time. And also, we could have outdoor concerts, and we could have open markets. It could be not only just a shopping mall, but it could also be a community center, a place where people meet and have a sense of community. And one of the other ideas I've got for Maple Ridge is a branding contest. And what I mean by that is so much of the time, we don't really know what our identity is in Maple Ridge. Like in Victoria, when you think of Victoria, you think of the waterfront, you think of the seagulls, the ocean, all those kinds of things. Well, what makes Maple Ridge Maple Ridge? It's really hard to market this town unless we have a clear idea of what that is. You never know. It could be a 10-year-old or it could be a 60 or 70 or 80-year-old who comes up with a winning concept. But I think it's important to engage the whole community in this process. And finally, I think that it's really important for the leadership to engage young people. So we want to try to make politics more engaging and engage young people by using YouTube and using the internet and using Twitter and all these types of technologies and modes of communication so that we're more accessible and more real. We're from the people, for the people. That's how it should be. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I just want to end now by endorsing some candidates that I think are going to make a big difference. And just so you understand, the reason I'm endorsing candidates is not because I'm a crass sort of individual, but in order for us to affect change, we have to have a team. So first of all, I endorse Graham Mowat. He's incredible with the numbers. He's very bright, he's very creative. I need that creative energy on council. I support Dr. Robert Massey. He's based downtown, he owns a business, he knows a lot about downtown, he's been in Maple Ridge for 20 years. Really rooted, really grounded, love him. And I also support Carissa Bell. She has lots of energy and she's sincere. We need to have more responsive government, and she's going to help us do that because she responds so quickly and so naturally to the public. And I also support Randy Wagner. So thanks again for watching my video, and have a good day.